Somebody liked the live already. You barely got in, and somebody liked the live. Who was that? Oh, Cam 23. Oh, did you give me the like? Hello. Was it you, Cam, or JJ? Maybe. Oh, that was you. Oh, thank you. That was wow. You didn't even hear me speak. That's awesome. Okay. Thank you. I was like, dang, that person hit the like button so fast. That's cool. I hope everybody's doing great. You watch my channel, or this is your first time on the live? Oh, you watch it? Oh, okay, that's cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome because a lot of people that have been coming on my live don't really watch my videos and stuff, so I have to like just tell them, to watch it and stuff like that. That's cool. Which ones do you like? I'm kind of curious. Hi, Jordan. Yeah, I'm just curious which ones. Because I do plus size fashion, I dance, and then I talk about random topics sometimes um, on my shorts. So sometimes I do Sunshine, where are you? So sometimes, depending on the video, I kind of have an idea sometimes the ones that I'm going to get negative comments on. So I'll either hold the comments where I have to review them first, or I turn them off. Either one. So sometimes if that happens, you can go to another video and comment and let me know. Because Sunshine was telling me, she's one of my usual people. She was telling me that some of my videos she couldn't comment. Yes, I was just talking about you. I was just talking about my shorts, and I said like some of them are turned off, some of them I have to review first. Hi, Andrew. I have to review first and then allow it if it's okay because a lot of some videos I know are gonna get negative comments. Like you get better at like detecting like the ones that are gonna get that. So sometimes I just turn them off because I don't want to deal with it. It's a lot of messaging back and forth, arguing with people, and sometimes I don't. I just don't have the energy for it. So that's what I've been doing on TikTok as well. It was unfortunate because this particular group of people on TikTok are really on me about everything. It's this people from a certain African country. If you watch that short, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of these women have been on my video like back to back. Everything I post, it's always something. Like it's not even like a criticism or anything. It's just straight up like we don't care. We don't want to watch this and that. It's just been back and forth. So I literally had to turn a lot of comments off. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know what, girl? This is not what how I'm not happy with it the way I wanted to. The hair was so heavy and so big that I had to cut it. So I had to cut a lot of it out, and it just feels heavy. And I'm hot. Hi, Noah. Thank you. Yeah. So I was like, this is not really what I wanted, but I'm like, school starts for my son Monday, so I need to do my hair because I don't have time for it. Once school starts, I just can't. I can't deal with my own hair. You know? I don't. What? I don't sue. I don't know what that is. What is that? Thank you. Yeah, I was just like, because I've been doing a lot of brown, like the 1B and 30 and 33, 27, 30. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do black because it's been a while. I don't know what to do with my hair. I'm struggling with that. So my hair is relaxed, but I use the baby relaxer thing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, orange is one of my favorite. Yellow is one of my favorite colors. So I try to wear those. And remember, I had the flower. I was about to put the flower, but I was like, ah, you see that color? But I was just, it's too much. The earrings, the big hoops, is doing too much already. So let me. Ah. So I just do my hair usually when school starts for him because then my hands are free. I can do my thing. Then I want to do the cooking videos for you guys. I don't have time to be doing my hair. So literally I spent the whole like 3 hours this morning doing my hair. I'm getting his clothes ready, putting away all the like a lot of the summer clothes and leaving the winter ones. Like I'm getting myself ready for the school drop off. Oh, it's a Japanese song. Hi, I can't say it. Runway. It look gorgeous. You guys, you guys are making me turn red. You can't see it though, but yeah. Oh. Oh, that made my day. Yeah, thank you guys. So yeah, I've just been doing that, and then I just was organizing some stuff, getting his backpacks, his lunch boxes cleaned, like the whole routine. I'm not ready for it, honestly, guys. Like I just was dreading, like, ah, it just gets crazy. This. Hi, thank you. How do you say lower moon? Emu lower moon? Yeah, you know what? Let me tell you guys this. TMI. So if you're not a woman, I'm sorry. But pretty much the 2 days before my period, my skin glows. And then I look like ugly afterwards. Like the second and third day I start looking ugly again, then I come back to being it sucks. Hi Viviana. Thank you. My day has been kind of crazy. I woke up early. Like I literally had my headphones on this morning doing my hair for 3 hours. I've been putting clothes away and putting stuff in. And getting my son's stuff ready for Monday for school. So I'm back to the routine Monday, and I'm just like, oh, I've just been trying to put stuff away, organize, because to make life easier, setting the alarms that I have on the freaking Alexa so you can wake up. Oh, Alexa just went, see, when you say Alexa, it just talks. So I've been doing that, like getting myself, I'm a person that I don't like to wait. I like to do my stuff early, and I don't want to be shuffling and, just being all over the place. I like to organize my stuff early. So I've been doing that. So that's how my day was. It just went fast. Like I just wow. I didn't even want to come on live. I was like, I'm gonna be tired. But you guys really helped me. He told me he doesn't want to. He said he doesn't like school, which is funny because he really enjoys school when he's there, and the teachers are just like he's amazing and he's doing really well. So I don't know why he says that, but they're like he's such a sweetheart. But I'm like he acts up with me. So I'm like, how is he a sweetheart? It's like he's so helpful and so kind. I'm like, I have to literally be like, get your shoes. If you don't get your shoes, that's how I feel. all day. We're just going back and forth. Get your backpack, get your shoes. We gotta go. And he's just like, okay, and he's not doing it. It's like, yeah, yeah. He's really like he's really good at school. He really does enjoy, even though he says he doesn't like it. He just wants to come back home. That's all. But he once he goes there, his mind is on it. Because there's been a few times that I surprised him and dropped by, and I was looking through the door, and he was in whatever they were doing. He was in it. He didn't even notice that. He didn't notice the door. So that's how I knew he was like he likes school. And he's like, yeah, telling me all this stuff when he comes home. So I know he does. I used to love school when I was in college. I enjoyed it a lot. I love learning, and I try to help him as well. I really do try to, whenever he's starting the next grade, I start looking up what they need to know and just try practicing. So we've been practicing like some fractions. They're supposed to know I think the 50 states. Hi, Emily Kaye. Toasty. Hi, Toasty. I like that name, Toasty. I feel toasted. So yeah, I learned, yeah, I'm just been really, really involved in, that's one of the things that I really wanted to do as a mom is be there to try to help with school because I know it's not just the teachers. You don't just, okay. Yeah, so I just, don't just leave everything to the teacher. You have to be involved and try to help, and ask them like what are they struggling with so you can help them with it. I just enjoy school in general. Like if I could go back to school, I would, but it's just the way things are set up right now. It would be a hassle trying to do a whole, I don't know. I thought about it. I was like, maybe I need to go back to school for something else, but I'll see. That's something like later on. I also want to take, I think, an Italian class. I think that would be so much fun. So when I get to my 50s, I can be speaking Italian. I don't know. I just want to learn that. Um, some fun things that are for older people. Taking another in class or taking it online too. Either one. But I like to interact with people, so I would prefer to go to a class. I also definitely want to plan to go to Jamaica at some point. Yeah, right. Italian is very similar to Spanish. Yes, my brace. Just I don't know. I really enjoy learning. And I'm very I don't know, like I'm very helpful. Like I like to explain things to people as well. If I learn something, I'm like, ooh, I want to share it with somebody. So my son sometimes will run and tell me facts. He's like, did you know this and this? And I'm like, what? What is that? He's random like that. And I'm like, ooh, somebody's learning. He'll just tell me a random fact. I'm like, well, did you know this about bananas? I'm like, where did you? And yeah, he's reading stuff. It reminds me of me because I'm like that. Ah, that's how I used to be. My dad was so strict on schooling, like us growing up in Africa. Oh my gosh, my dad was so. My mom, on the other hand, not so much. But my dad was strict about school. He didn't play with that. And he was a teacher in Africa, so he was like, if you didn't bring home like a B and A, and he needed to know why. And so I just got in the habit of just always doing great, but also I enjoyed myself. He didn't force, but it made me feel like, because he was smart, he had all these degrees and stuff like that. So for me, I feel like, I don't know, and also have opportunity. Um, A with it is, for example, AI is taking over the models that are modeling for clothes online. So whenever now you go to like a Shein or you want to order something, some of those models are now AI, and that's really weird because now you get to, how do you compare whether like how something really looks, and it's like literally they're having, for example, a model that maybe is a darker skinned or on there, and you're like, yay, they're supporting black people, but then literally they're not really, because that's not a real person, so they're not paying for a real person. That bothered me. I did a video on it a while back because I was like, oh, I didn't know Fashion Nova had the AI models. It's weird because now it's like the AI model is perfect. I need a human being that when I'm buying something I can compare. Oh, Girl, you are so sweet. What? Run away, okay? You you're just making me smile. Yes, you know what? There was a time where I thought about it. I'm actually tall enough. But I had so many insecurities when I was like 20, I was struggling, so I never pursued it, but it's imperfect. Sometimes I think about me. I don't really see myself sometimes like on a Target. Target is the worst example, but you guys, I'm gonna get to what I'm saying. Like, you know, the lingerie people, the ones that have like the real underwear and they're showing real bodies and modeling. That's kind of where I see myself, because I'm that person that's comfortable with my skin. Like the cellulite, the rolls, like it doesn't bother me. I wouldn't mind doing that. Not naked, but just like those like, you know, products from women, for example, like, you know, like the bras and all that, like torrid stuff, like modeling and showing the body and how it looks. I've seen myself in those. I don't know why. I always think that I want to be one of those, like just standing there in that bra set and the underwear set and just standing there in a comfortable whatever and just, yeah, I've thought about that. I really have, and I think I just want to help other women feel better about their bodies, because I it's just rough, the stuff that I hear, and that's a whole nother topic, guys. But one of the reasons why um, I got on YouTube is I know the frustration of when women that are not a certain size, you go up and you're frustrated. That was my I was always struggling. Yeah, and I was covering up like the heat out hands. And then something happened, and I just made up my mind that I was tired of that. I was tired of doing that to myself. Like constantly. So whenever like I'm around other women that are talking about their body, this, their body, that, I tend to just walk away. I don't like to be involved in that, because I feel like your body is so. If anything, you have to really be grateful for it, because there's people that just don't get to, like, whose body are not working, you know. So I don't beat down on mine, you know. If I hear somebody saying stuff, like one time I was at Raw shopping and this lady randomly passed by me, and she picked up this thing and she was so angry. She's like, oh, if I wasn't fat, I wouldn't, if I wasn't fat, I would wear this. And those kind of comments, like when I hear stuff like women say things like that, it really bothers me, because it just it doesn't help anything to be negative towards your body, you know. At the end of the day, that body is moving, the body's functioning. So if anything, yes, if you want to work on your weight, that's fine. You know, that's fine. Work on that. Work on that. But negative talk is too much. You know, it's just like, oh, you bought this with my body, I got to do that. I'm not talking about it. I'm not beating myself up about it. I'm not. That's just one thing, that one of my rules for myself is I'm not beating myself up about my body, because it does, it feels like it doesn't help anything. You know, it doesn't help anything. It's just like you're just, you know how they say what you say is really powerful. Words are really powerful. What you say to yourself, you start thinking a certain way, and it could take you down a whole nother road. And so for me, I'm like, okay, I want to work on this, I want to work on that, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, look at my stomach, oh my gosh. Like people were just always like, when I hear the fitting rooms, I hear women making so many comments that are just, it bothers me, because I'm literally like, just okay, it didn't work out, try something else. And then, you know, yes, yes. Yes, so that's a really great point, because I always say that style has nothing to do with size. You have a certain eye, when and what works for you, what gets you excited, what makes you happy. Hi, Daniel Smith. You know, just go for it. Go for it and wear that. If that really makes you happy and it makes you feel a certain way, do it. Just do it. Because that's where I'm at. I'm like, I don't like my arms, right? I don't like my arms. That's something that I'm insecure about. But how long was I gonna wear a cardigan? I'm in my 40s. Literally, how long am I, like I stopped. I was like, throw away the cardigans. My arms are out. Like they're jiggling. They're out, you know? Because I'm hoping that when another woman sees me, they feel better and they're not just nitpicking everything. It's like my body this, my body's that. It's just like hearing comments really bother me. It just makes my skin like I just walk away. I walk away from it. I really, I can't do it. I really can't do it anymore. Like I feel like first of all, be grateful for that body, be thankful for it, take care of it. Yes, take care of it. And another thing that I want to say is like I had most of my labs done, all my things that I needed done. Um, I would say like 2 or 3 weeks ago, everything came back normal. And I did a video, the one where I turned the comments off, saying that it's funny how just because you're overweight, everybody assumes you have health issues. And this, I have all my paperwork to prove that I'm not. There's nothing going on in my body, nothing wrong. I'm literally just overweight, and working on losing weight is something I want to do. But everything on my lab saying great. My numbers were, I was shocked. I was like, oh, I'm actually healthy. I'm not doing bad. The I was having a you know, and I was on your body because you've seen that, you know. So this whole thing where people just start diagnosing everybody like you have a health issue because you're big, it's like it's now the case, you know. So yeah, I've just gone to a point where I'm just like I just don't. I just want to encourage other women, hopefully, to feel good in their bodies. You know, if you want to fix something, go for it, but don't beat yourself up about. Like, just don't. Just nitpick. It just reminds me of somebody taking like a knife and just cutting themselves up. You know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is, you know, and I used there was a time I did that a lot. Early 20s, kind of late 30s, a little bit after I had my son too. I struggled because I was thinking to myself, dang, will I ever go back to the whatever weight I was? Yeah, some people, yeah, they're really. Hi, Abby. Yeah, some people are negative about everything. Like literally, I posted a video showing my hair, and this person told me, but are you thinking about all the, are you focused on anything with your emotions and working on hiding this and this? It's a video of my hair. Like, do you have to? It's like, wow, something so light and so fun to. I'm supposed to tell you about everything I'm doing in my life. That's personal, but okay. It's like it's always something. So I'm I'm done. I'm done with the yeah. You said your glitch? What's that? Yeah, they have some issue going on. I heard people like they say. Yeah, there's always something. And sometimes I step back and I'm like, you know what? That comment, we don't know who that person is. Maybe they're dealing with something as well. Or sometimes they have a certain feeling towards a certain person. So they see somebody that maybe is like you and they're just like, "Oh, I can't stand it. I got to leave a comment," you know? Oh, I'm glitching on my phone. I'm sorry. Is my Wi-Fi acting up? Okay. I don't know what you do to fix that. Oh man. Are you guys is this still doing that? Yeah, that's really weird. I don't know. Yeah. Is it doing it? I don't know. Oh, very weird. Okay. Let me know if I just turned off my Wi-Fi and using my phone now. So I'll wait and see if it's still doing that and then that is so strange. Huh. I'm trying to see. Is it still doing it? Oh, it's clear now. Okay, I just turned off the Wi-Fi. I think it's my because my son's cousins were visiting and they're all using the Wi-Fi. I think oh okay, good, good. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm just at a point where if I'm not fixing something, I'm not talking about it, really. Like if something bothers you a lot, and like somebody said about the comment that you left, let me see here. Oh, scoops and creams. I went through that. I went through that of beating myself up. You know, sometimes I would go and I wouldn't eat, you know, and thinking that that was going to fix anything. And at the end of the day, I realized that the more I was loving towards myself and I was really kind to myself, actually I wanted to work on things by myself. Like I just wanted to do better. And for me it was small things, you know? And I felt better than when I was beating myself up. It wasn't working for me. It was just like putting me in a really bad state, you know, and versus like, oh, you know what? I'm kind to myself. Let me go pick up a bottle of water and drink water instead, you know? Oh, let me cut down how much sugar I'm consuming because now I'm okay. Like I'm feeling kind. Like I'm kind to myself. Let me do something good for myself, you know? Like that's how I kind of turn mine around. So now it's like I pick things and I say, oh, you know, maybe I could just eat some chicken today with this instead of that. You know, little steps. I'm not like just jumping into big things and then if they don't work, then I start feeling, you know. But for me, it's never been like, you just saw. Yeah, I did. I went to the. What do you mean by the doctors? You saw something behind me? You saw. What do you mean by going to the doctor before? Like, just appointments? Yeah. Or what do you mean? Oh, are they really? I did. I did go to the. What do you mean? I went to the doctors. Yes. And I found this website that's pretty much it's like cheaper labs, and they're attached to they are contracted with Quest Diagnostics, so the labs are a little bit cheaper. So I was able to do so many labs at one time, and so I was so happy. Like the kidney ones, you know, the panels and all the STIs and STD stuff all at one time. Like pretty much everything. I was just being poked. But I'm so happy because when you know you get anxious because you're just like, oh my god, what if they find something, you know? And I just was freaking out that week. I was freaking out. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I didn't think you were, but yeah, I didn't think you were. Oh, hi, Monique. One of my favorite colors too. I have a lot of orange. I have a lot of yellow. Yeah, it's one. It makes me happy. And I think just darker skin and I don't know, certain skin tones just look amazing in color. So, you know. Oh. Yeah, I like to wear color. One of my fun fact about me is I don't like black. I'm sorry. I know some people are gonna be mad about it, but I feel like black is the easier way. Like people always just go, black makes you slim. It's so easy. It's so neutral. But I feel like it's easy to run to that. Versus color, you're kind of forced to come up with how to match them. And for me, that's fun. I feel like black. I wear black like when I'm just like done. Like I'm checked out. Like I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't care. But when you see color, you know that I'm not. You know. Yeah, I always try to wear color. Like you rarely see me in black. I don't enjoy it. I feel like you like purple. Yeah, purple is another one too. Ooh, that purple. Yeah, purple is pretty nice too. I love bright colors. I like to paint my toes too. Really really bright colors. Yeah, wear that. If people, because I've noticed people do that. When I wear orange, yellow, you like blue? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, blue. There's a certain blue that I like though. It's like I don't know if I have something to show you that. It's like a brighter blue. Oh my gosh, it's like perfect. I don't know if it looks like something like this. It's a certain type of blue. Oh, it's so I love it. Yeah, but if somebody people compliment you a lot. Whenever I wear yellow, I think green or chartreuse they call it. Whenever I wear orange, I notice people just look at me a certain way. And then there's a certain dark red that when I wear it, it's like I just get this. People just look at me, and I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Then I realize I'm wearing, you know, a certain color, you know. So yeah, if people compliment you, wear it. Yeah, that's why I love some of the Indian clothing because they're so bright, colorful, and they wear a lot of gold. I like gold. I'm just like, these are not real gold. These are from the beauty supply. But that's another time. Because like my husband was looking at real gold hoop earrings. They were looking at $40. I'm like, we don't need that. We got to take care of our kid. We don't need all that. Just but he was like, yeah, always trying to get me something, and I'm like, we don't need all that. Now clothes, I'm like, sure, you can get clothes, but jewelry, I'm not a big like that, but I like gold. So he was like, yeah, you could get a nice hoop earring for like $500 or something. And I was like, no, we don't need that right now. Maybe later when we're retired and traveling. Ah, just the old lady with the gold. Man, I can't. Sometimes I can't wait to be an old lady, and just have that life where you're not like stress free. Oh, because one time me and my, yeah, I like silver a little bit, but gold does something to me. I don't know. It's like so luxurious to me. And when I see these ladies with like nice little bracelets that are gold and their little tiny earrings, and I'm just like, that life looks nice. And one time me and my husband, I went to help him with work, and this one lady was worried about just waiting on the mailbox, the mail guy to come, and I was literally like, wow, that's a life. I can't wait, because I'm literally freaking out. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and she's just like waiting on her mail, and I was like, I want that life where I'm not freaking stressed out about something. Just, gosh, you have to work hard to get there, but yeah, that's those are some of my things that make me kind of just smile a little bit. I'm like, I'm looking forward to that. Like just drinking coffee and not worried about anything. Just, you know, all the times where your kids are now grown and you are doing your thing, they're doing their thing. I can't wait. Ah, oh, because I'm like, woo, the motherhood thing is, oh, wow. Wow, it's like sometimes you just like feel like, gosh, you're failing at it. Like the discipline part, I struggle with that. Like having to take things away when they do something. It's so like 360. I don't know what that means. you know. Um like having putting rules, boundary, like trying to don't do that, like I struggle with that cuz um you know what? It is great to be a stay-at-home mom, but for me, I really want to be honest that I don't 100% enjoy some parts of it. Like I would rather be working part-time and being a mom. I tried it. I've been doing that for the past couple of years, and one of the things I miss is, my husband of course takes care of me, but it's just I feel like I need something else, so that I have that balance. So I'm not there like 100% just constantly just doing home things. Sometimes I want to do something different. And so I feel like my brain starts, I don't know. Hi, Mohan. Oh, okay. But you want to be yeah, oh, I mean, I definitely liked it. I love it. But for certain times I've noticed like I miss being outside in a way. I don't know how to explain it. No, been on live streams a few times. Wait a minute. Are you a guy or a woman? You have to say you're so attractive to a married woman, though, if you're a man. Because a runway? Oh, thank you. Who is that? Oh, you're an introvert. I'm a mix of I'm an extrovert. I'm like 80%, 20% introvert. Like when I'm quiet, I'm quiet. You don't even know I talk. But I'm like life of a party. Wherever I go, I'm joining in whatever's going on. I'm talking to everyone, smiling at everyone, and yeah. So introvert, yeah, that would work. So there's some parts of it that I don't like being a stay-at-home mom. To be honest, I'm not gonna sit here and lie like, oh, everything is love, and wonderful and awesome. No, there's sometimes I'm like, gosh, I want to be in a place working, so for like certain times. Like I just want to be working outside where I get a little break. Yeah. And then there's times that when I tried working and doing the part time working and then being home, I noticed that I would just miss home sometimes. I would miss my kid, and I was like, "Is he okay?" Like even though he was with his grandma sometimes, with his dad, there was moments I would miss him, and I'm like, "I hope he's okay." Like I couldn't wait to get home, and just make sure he's okay. Like physically see that. Even if I called him on video, I still was feeling like I just want to see him, and is he okay? It's just a mom thing, this attachment. But then there's sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I have had it. Like I just need to go. I need to go do something else because I'm exhausted and my mental is drained to the point where I can't even get a word out. So it's a balance. So you have to kind of try to see. Um, yeah, you have to try it and see. Yeah, I hopefully, yeah. Yeah. That's yeah. Even my husband, I mean, he's not he's I would say that 100%. Yeah, it's like a mental like you're drained mentally to the point where you can no longer think straight. So you just need to get away to do something else. And that's what I was noticing. Because when I became kind of on the edge sometimes, like my husband will get home and I'm just so exhausted that I'm like, What? It's already 6? What was I doing?" And things just go by fast, like cooking, cleaning, making sure they're good, like, huh, you know? Yeah. So it's a balance. But yeah, I would say that, my husband works really hard, but also we struggle sometimes. But we also know that daycare would have been costly. So it's a sacrifice that I made for for our son, and he works pretty well, but I'm ready to work. I'm ready for that. Yeah. It's time. Like I need to. Cuz now it's like just to take some load off of him so that we can help each other. Because it's a lot. He's gone most of the time. And so sometimes I'm like, gosh, if I was doing this, then at least he could get a break sometimes. Um, yeah, in California, yeah. Yeah, it's out of control. So it's like you're working for a daycare. And like, yeah, yeah, so let's say if you're paying like what, 800 a month for daycare, you know what I mean? Some people were like my older sister, my nieces are older now, thank God, but she was paying a lot. Yeah. So it's just like they decided half and half. My brother-in-law would stay at home all the way, work at 3. When she comes back, she stays with it. So, yeah, it has to be a balance. But with my husband's schedule, that's near impossible. So we can't do half and half. He works with his stepdad for their own company, and they're fixing homes 24. It's like it feels like 24/7. The money's great, but at the same time, it's like he's gone most of the time. So I think, yeah, you're right. It should be. They always try to bring different programs to try to help, but then they cancel them or cut them at the end, so they never go through. But something needs to be done because it's just out of control. But then people will tell you, you chose to have kids, so that's your problem. So, oh my God. Yeah, there needs to be something. I know in other countries like Canada, they have different programs, but then a lot of people are complaining about Canada too. So I don't know. There needs to be something, um, or more companies to offer certain things. Like I heard that Google and all those they have like daycare. They have you could actually sleep at work and stay at the work, which is also bad. I mean, you don't want to be sleeping at work for the rest of your life and not coming home. I'm just kidding. Okay, never mind. I didn't say that. But yeah, there's sacrifices that you have to make. Unless you marry really wealthy, but some of us married for love. Just kidding. it's a joke, but it's like this companies that not offer like, a little apartments that you can stay in and you're gonna be at work. So I was watching a TikTok that said people that marry for love. It was hilarious. The stuff you go through, and I'm like, um, because I was looking. There was, when I was dating those dudes that were like offering everything. They're like, "Oh, be my wife. I'm gonna give you everything." And I said no several times because I'm like, that's not me. I don't want your money. I wanted somebody I wanted to be with, not somebody who's paying me. Like literally, like you could be a trophy wife, pretty much. I have a brain and I have too many opinions. I don't think I could do that. I'm too loud. I will have something to say. Um, so that didn't work. So I was like, I'd rather marry for love then. Even though it's a struggle, but you struggle together, and because it gets better, it gets better. Um, because when you look and you say, "Wow, we went through that and we did this," it's so awesome. Um, Now, I'm not saying to be with somebody broke completely. No, that I don't recommend because you guys are gonna be going at just yeah. Um, Hi, Allison. I think I can sing. I think I'm Mariah Carey on a good day. I mean, I can hit some high notes in the bathroom and crack, but yeah. I always, you know what? When I was younger, I always wanted to be a singer so bad. Mariah Carey was my man. So I went and told my dad, I was like, Dad, I want to be a singer. And my dad looked at me and was like, um, do you know how to sing? And I was like, no, not really. And then he looked at me and was like, nothing to say. And then came back again. I was like, Dad, I want to be a psychologist because I was ready like to work with people and try to help people mentally because I was always so curious about why people do what they do because that's what psychology tries to do. Yeah. And I told him that it was like, are you ready to deal with crazy people? And my dad just kind of told me this stuff and I felt down about it. Please don't do that to your kids. When your kid tells you like, I want to be a psychologist, be like, okay, you're going to be the best psychologist ever and I'm going to help you all through whatever you need, blah, blah, blah. Don't just say that. I'm like, I don't know. I just felt like he kind of, I don't know, it made me feel some kind of way. It just was like, he was like, oh, are you ready to work with crazy people? And then on top of that, he said something about the singing part. He just gave me that. He was like, kind of like, you find something else pretty much that's going to make money. And I just looked at him like, anyway. So I was always curious. Like my brother used to joke, he was like, you should be a psychologist. You're always asking why people do what they do instead of just like, they did that and move on. I would be literally like trying to figure out why do people do what they do. There's so many explanations that psychology. I did psychology and business, so I learned a lot about behavior patterns and why. Um, okay, I think my husband just got home, guys. I gotta go. Okay.